Welcome back inside of Diablo Immortal. Happy Sunday. I hope you're all doing well. Lots of things to talk about here today, personal to my account and some strategies that I'm using, as well as something over on Reddit regarding combat rating and Inferno 5. Being now that I'm someone that can dive into Inferno 5. Kind of. Let's take a look first here. Experience boost. Bestiary and bounty experience rewards are increased. That's actually funny because the things for the bestiary I have not been doing really well. I have been not keeping up with my bounties, and I also have really not been in the open world, doing too much open world stuff. Hence my Paragon level. Yes, I'm 6 levels above server Paragon level, but I am also not beyond as far as I typically am. So we should probably end up doing that. The reason that I'm not is a lot of because of the familiars. Setting my familiars out to do my bounties, it makes me lazy for bounties. So as that sits, my bounty board still has a bunch that I can do, not filled or not overflowing, but it is a point where I have to do a bunch of bounties today, which I'm going to do. I'm going to go and use a Terror Essence for at least one of them, or at least, well, that's all I have right now, so for one of them, and then I'll run a couple of bounties. I also want to talk about the gems for a moment, because what I did recently we went in and we unlocked the rolling consequence. We got it up to a 4 out of 5 star rolling consequence, and I wanted to get it to the next level. Well, just this morning, there was a rolling consequence 2-star in the market that was for sale. I sniped it as quickly as I could, and I wanted to get this on a progressive upgrade to the next level. And I realized that when I went to the shop, let's actually go there together here. When I went to the shop, it was actually really easy to do because I've never done this with a gem from the beginning. It's always been, oh, let's backtrack and then do it since the system's been in place. This is the first time that I've actually been able to do it without the upgrades. Notice right here, we could go on progressive upgrade. I've already gotten 1 notch of the progressive upgrade done. You need a rolling consequence, 2-star gem, rank 1, and 50 gem power. This upgrade provides 3 gem power from the resonant gems for a total of 3 available. So really, I realize, and I know this isn't any new news, but now that I'm doing it from scratch with the gem that's being upgraded along the way, what I'm able to do is just upgrade the gems inside of this gem, the gem resonant gem. Once I use the gem resonance and I upgrade this, in this case, the pain clasp gem instead, if I keep upgrading this, I could use the power from that to then upgrade my the main primary gem, which is going to be a much more efficient way to get the gem level up here. I'm just going to continuously upgrade the internal gems inside of the gem resonance. Now, to be able to resonate or gem, or to be able to unlock gem resonance, you need to make sure that the primary gem gets to rank 4. That could be for a 1-star, 2-star, or a 5-star gem. Rank 4, and then you could do that. So I'm going to be taking advantage of that, but it also makes me think, and maybe you guys can actually help me a little bit here, on what the next stuff should be. Because let's use my pain clasp, for example. Really easy gem to get upgraded, or at least I should say fairly easy gem to get upgraded. Now, this gem, this pain clasp, I got to rank 10 the old-fashioned way. All the gem power is inside of this gem. Now I have all these gems. I have the Blessed Pebble. We've gotten the Abiding Curse. We got right over here the Hungerer. All these gems, none of the gem power within them is being used in the pain clasp. So at the end of the day, the pain clasp is holding a whole bunch of gem power that could be free gem power for other upgrades. So what I want to eventually do is this. I want to make this pain clasp gem dormant. Extract all of the gem power from this gem. I want all that gem power to be removed, and I want to use that gem power to get all of these gems along the outside to max level, or at least to enough of a level to get this pain clasp to that rank 10 again. The issue, what slows me down, because I'm not going to have a gem power issue, right? Because the gem power extracted from here can directly be used in these gems surrounding it. The problem is going to be having the copies. Now, I could go buy with platinum the copies if I want to, or I could take the slower route and I can go ahead and take the and just craft them from the Telluric craft if I want to. Or not the Telluric craft, from the craft you get from doing the running your Elder Rifts. You can go and, yeah, I guess it is the Telluric craft. So I could just go craft a bunch of, no, not that one. We're just working with the regular craft. We could just craft a whole bunch of these up if we wanted to. So we got the Abiding, it's easy enough to do. I just don't, my issue is I don't want to do this too prematurely where I don't have enough gem power to get the Pain Clasp back and activated, because then I'm going to be sitting with a dormant gem and I'm going to be like, okay, now the gem is dormant and I'm kind of screwed because I can't get it back in action because I don't have these leveled up enough. So some math needs to be done. I need to be able to figure out how much gem power is actually in here, in this one, and in this one once I get the upgrades done. Of course, this one right here, the Hunger, it can get upgraded pretty easy, right? I just need to put a couple of gems, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then choose one more, and we could get that up in level, no problem. But I'm trying to hold on to my 2-star gems so that I know and I'm prepared. Actually, we can go right here because these are ones I'm not going to use. So we can actually easily get that upgrade right there. And the issue comes with how much gem power will we be able to do and get inside of here once I am out of copies and all the gem power is put into everything. That's something I need to figure out before pulling the trigger. I also want to make sure that I could get and progressively upgrade my main one, which is the Rolling Consequence. This is the only gem I have right now that's rank 4. All of the other 5-star gems are rank 5, like my Blood-Soaked Jade. We're sitting at a rank 5. That's the goal, to get this to a rank 5 as well. So that's where I'm sitting with my gem thoughts, right? The 2 gems that I think I could probably do a good job of pulling gem power out of and upgrading their secondary counterparts are the Pain Clasp and the Fervent Fang, both because they're 2-star gems. They have a decent amount of gem power in them, and I could kind of put that into the other gems that are within them. I have some Battle Guards, I have a couple of Bloody Reaches, I actually have a couple of Abiding Curse, and some Hungers as well. It's the 1-stars that we don't have many of. But look at this, the Blessed Pebble's already a rank 6, so we're pretty close to being there already. So that's my thought with how gems are going to work for me. And I'm going to try and just keep inching my way up to that 4K resonance by doing this strategy. I think for the most part, my gems are fairly set. I can't see myself getting rid of a Pain Clasp or a Fervent Fang. They're really great 2-star gems, and I can't see myself replacing them with a 5-star, especially now that I have the 2 S-tier 5-star gems, being the Rolling Consequence and the Blood-Soaked Jade into this build. Arguable that I could get rid of the Void Spark, I can get rid of the not Viper's Bite, the, what is this one called? I forget. Seeping Bile, or the Gloom Cask. Those are debatable. And I could probably even put in like my Maw of the Deep, awaken that. But I'm kind of happy with where we are. So I'm going to leave those gems as they are. And today I'm going to be running a bunch more bounties. But I did want to go over and take a look at what was being said over here on Reddit regarding this. Is not near I5 combat rating a thing, or is it just me? Me and my buddies were discussing the other night how the first time approaching a new Infernal level and being so far under combat rating. Is it just me? I'm trying to not wail out. I'm sitting around 5,500 resonance, which I have to say myself, that is quite a, I mean, this guy's 22,000 resonance plus above me. And don't see a point in spending any more since I'm happy with my current playstyle and content. Is anyone else having trouble reaching the next combat rating for Inferno 5? So let's actually take a look right here. Let's take a look at what that Inferno level actually looks like. Because I just did thanks to Ador, by the way, I just was able to run through the Heliquary boss, unlocking Inferno 5. So I can now do Inferno 5. Or can I? Here we are, Inferno 5, it's Paragon 700. What Paragon are we now? 600 and almost 80? We're almost there. We could almost switch over. This is the time when people are typically pre-farming Inferno, the next Inferno difficulty. Check out the combat rating. 45,665. Okay, you need some context. You don't know what that means relating to what my actual combat rating is right now. So, 45,665. Let's take a look at my combat rating. 45,665, just so we don't forget. Attributes, 44,000. Even. I'm 1,500 combat rating below where I need to be competitive over there, or to be able to do it. Now, yes, I could probably do it a couple of hundred combat rating below the right combat rating for Inferno 5, but this is a big difference from what we have seen in the past. Typically, I can pre-farm a zone, I don't know, 50, maybe 60 levels before I get to that difficulty level, before I approach the next Inferno difficulty level, because my combat rating is high enough. But now my combat rating is not at a level where I can realistically do pre-farming. Being 1,500 combat rating behind an Inferno difficulty would make it an extremely difficult time for me and really not worth it. It wouldn't be a valuable use of my time. So, and I mean, we have what, 20, 30, but before server Paragon level, tomorrow server Paragon level is going to be 680. All right, that means we have 2 more weeks beyond that. I don't see a world where players can easily get themselves an extra 1,000 or 2,000 combat rating in a 2-week period of time. Now, yes, you could swap on gear that's just focused on combat rating and completely ignore all of the, you know, not the essences, but the secondary attributes that you're looking for. You could really, you know, maybe put on better pieces of secondary gear. I mean, but it's close, man. Like, it's difficult to, I mean, I do have a couple of pieces of gear here, like this one right here. The reason that I'm wearing this is because I like the magic attributes that it has. I don't want to get rid of the magic attributes, and I'm not about to just switch it out. But all the other ones, this one as well. I like the resistance right here and the endure. These are important for my PvP build, so I'm not going to be taking those off just to be able to put a higher combat rating. But even if I did, I would gain 100, 200 combat rating maybe beyond with all of these. That's probably all I could gain, which would still keep me about 1,300 combat rating behind, which leads us all to believe that the only way to do this in a more a quicker fashion is to upgrade our gems, which is obviously 5-star gems. That is a very paid strategy inside of the game, a paid way to progress. And, well, a lot of people and players don't want to do that or don't have the ability to do that. So it is definitely a kind of stuck time right now for people that are trying to jump to the next Inferno difficulty. This could be the first time ever in Diablo Immortal that players are not able to go into the next Inferno difficulty when they're supposed to be ready, when the Paragon level is on point. This could be the first time where players are like, damn, I am not strong enough to get there yet. We have to spend another few weeks in the earlier Inferno difficulty. Now, of course, massive whale players, big players that play and grind like crazy and have beast accounts, yes, they're going to be able to do this. But for the common man or the common woman, they are going to be in a little bit of a struggle point right here, as I'm seeing as well. And I would say I probably play a lot more than the average or common person inside of the game. With that said, I do have some credit in my account, and I decided that what I typically buy here on a regular basis is I go to services and I buy the battle pass. As you can see, we've unlocked that for $5, and we buy the boon of plenty, which I have 19 days left on. You could always get multiple months stacked if you want to, but I haven't gotten Prodigy's Path. Now, the reason that Prodigy's Path is nice is you get aspirin keys and you also get orbs, which then turn into legendary crests that you eventually unlock. 400 times value, it's some of the better value in the game. And the reason that I'm going to purchase this right now for a $20 value is, one, I did spend a bunch of my orbs. I want to have some orbs ready for whenever we have another event where it's going to be beneficial for me to use them. But on top of that, the credit is there. I may as well use it. I will also use it on incoming Boon of Plenties, incoming battle passes, but Prodigy's Path is a good value. So we're going to go ahead and click this right now. Yes, it was. All right, the Prodigy's Path has been unlocked. We got ourselves some free rewards already, and there are more to unlock. This will be good for me and for the account so that we can just get a little bit more orbs to play with, a little bit more aspirin keys to upgrade some stuff over there. If you recall, Prodigy's Path 1, 2, 3, 4, we got them all. And now they have a seasonal. Rather than continuously adding more of them, there's a seasonal way of doing this. So every season this resets and then it's gone. So if you want to take part in that, you have to do it during that season. No more of them are going to stack. But It's good value. It is my third favorite thing to buy. First favorite thing to buy is, of course, the Battle Pass. Second favorite thing is the Boon of Plenty. Third favorite is the Prodigy's Path. Not that any of you should spend. I, again, only spent this because I had credit in my Battle.net account. So why not use it? Let's not just let it sit there. We will use it on something like that. So we talked about gems and how I plan to upgrade my gem resonance and how that's going to affect my gems in those primary slots and how I can extract gem power from the gems to try to actually get an advantage of the system. Remember, we work the system here. That is the plan, to extract as much value from the game as we can at the lowest cost possible. In some cases, even absolutely for free. We also talked about that combat rating and how it's going to be a pain in the butt for people trying to get themselves to Inferno 5, including me. Let me know where you are for your combat rating and how you stack up to Inferno 5.